Hi, recently discovered a problem in our motorhome with the water. When you switch the tap on, the water doesn't flow smoothly, and when the tap is kind of half open, the pump triggers on and off and on and off, and the water goes pumping out like that. So I'm going to show you what's happening, what the symptoms are. When you turn the tap on full, you get like this. So you can see just at the beginning, the water doesn't flow smooth. And if I turn it to the hot side and do the same, it's a bit more pronounced. You get an initial blast, and then a gap, and then the pump comes on. And if we turn the tap on a little bit, we get like this. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear the pump, but it's coming on, off, on, off, on, off. This shouldn't be happening. It should be a smooth flow of water. In this video, I'm going to show you what's causing that and how to fix it. So this water pump is about 3 months old. It's the same model as the one it replaced, which was about 20 years old. The old pump stopped working, so I bought this replacement. It does have a slightly higher pressure rating, and I don't know if that's maybe causing this problem. On the right of the pump, you see this upturned bottle. That's a pressure equalizer, and that's where I believe the problem is coming from here. So that bottle should be about half full of water and half full of air. Now if I shake the bottle, you can't see a water line in there. You can't see the level of the water. That's because the bottle is full. Now, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I don't think you can. But I can see with my eyes a very, very tiny water bubble right at the top here. That means that the system's got no leeway, it's got no flexibility in it. As soon as the pressure reaches the pressure specified by the pump cuts off, and as soon as that pressure drops, the pump comes back on. It's got no flexibility in there, which is what the air, which should be in here, provides. Question is, how do we drain the bottle to fill it with partly air? Frankly, I'm not sure. This is the first time I've had this problem. I'm going to take some guesses, and you're going to come with me. This is the Truma water heater and space heater which we have in here. And the valve, the red valve that you're looking at here, is the frost protection valve. When the temperature goes below a certain point, this valve opens and it lets all the water out of the boiler. It's about 10 litres, I think. So this is part of the pressurised system. This is after the water pump. So if you need to drain that side of the system, this is the only way in this motorhome to do that. So firstly, make sure that your water pump is switched off. Otherwise you end up just pumping the entire tank out, and then just push down and here, and put a bucket under first so you can catch all the water. Now I'm going to go back to that pressurised bottle and see what it looks like. I can't see anything happening, so I'm going to give it a few minutes and we'll come back to it and see what happens. Now while that water heater is draining, what you can do is open the taps to the hot side and let air in here, and that will help the tank, the hot water heater drain. You don't really have to open all the taps, just one should be enough. I open the one here, the one for the shower, make sure they're turned to the hot side, and the one for the kitchen sink. Draining the hot water tank hasn't actually done anything. The expansion bottle is still completely full. So I took my finest tea towel and put it underneath and cleared all the clothes out of this cupboard, and I'm going to attempt to just remove the bottle and drain the water out of it. So I'll get washing up bowl. It's not going to be that easy because there's not really much space, and there's also this rubber holder here which stops it being so easy to get this up and out. you go like this, get it on its side, you can start to unscrew it. Make sure your water pump's turned off, otherwise you're definitely going to get a lot of water all over the place. Actually, we might not have to remove it, because just by unscrewing it, the air is flowing in. You can see the bubbles. So we'll just give this a little while to blobble its way along. And I can hear more water coming out of the hot water tank as well. I can hear it dripping into the bucket underneath the motorhome. Unscrew it a little bit more. Now you can see that it's about half water and half air, which is pretty much where it needs to be. I'm going to let it go a little bit more. I reckon that's enough, so I'm going to screw it up tight again. Didn't need the bowl in the end. I'll put that back on the table. Put this back where it should be. Like that. So the water level now is here, just below the little rubber holder thing. Then we can go to the hot water tank. Pull the valve back up so that's closed. And turn the water pump back on. Pump's going to take a while because the hot water tank is empty. So, cut! You can hear the pump slowing, so that means the pressure is nearly reached. Of course, most of what it's pumping water, but what you can hear is now the air inside the hot water tank being pressurized. That's why it takes a long time for it to get to pressure. And you can also see very clearly that the level in the expansion bowl has gone up quite a lot. It was down there by the rubber holder, and now it's come all the way up here, so we've only got this much air in here now. So I'm going to go in the bathroom, and we're going to turn on the hot water to get all that air out of the hot water tank. Now all the air is out of the system, and we've still got from here upwards is air, so not as much as we had a moment ago. I wonder if we can let some more air in here. So I'm again going to turn the pump off, tip this up and down. And see if we get a bit more air in here just by unscrewing it a little bit. No, we just get water coming out, I think, because I need to let the pressure out with the tap. So this is with the pump off. We just let the pressure out until no more water comes. That'll do. Back to here, unscrew gently. No, there's just water coming out now, so apparently it doesn't want to do it. That's fine, we'll let it do what it wants. And with the pump off, the level's gone right back down, so I suppose if I turn the pump on, straight away it's going to come back up. Which it does. So that for me that's the state that the system wants to be in now, so we're just going to leave it there. Now I'm going to go back here and see if we get that initial shock of water. Still a bit of air in there, so let that come out. And indeed we do not get the shock of water, and the pump runs for longer after you turn the tap off now. And if we turn the tap on a little bit, this is exactly what it should do. So that cushion of air in that tank is allowing the water to flow smoother. It smoothens out the pulses of the pump. Even if we turn the tap on really low, the pump comes on and off, and the water flow does change a little bit, but it's not spraying out start, stop, start, stop. So that's how you fix that. So the too long didn't watch version is turn off your water pump, open the taps, unscrew slightly the expansion bottle with a towel underneath, your best tea towel. Let some air into the expansion bottle until it doesn't really want to go anymore. Tighten it back up, turn your pump back on, and you're sorted. I did the extra faffing because I didn't know what I was doing. So I've learnt something, and I hope you have too. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments if you've got any tips or whatever for this kind of thing. Maybe you have some experience too of dealing with it. See you next time.